Greetings, everybody. We've made it to Friday. We're going to do the new format available. Not a new format, it's an old format, but it's newly re-available on Arena, War of the Spark. The community has spoken. The viewers said War of the Spark today. We have 5,000 gold with which to play with it. So we're just going to push this number up, grind some. This is the free-to-play, the main free-to-play account. We're playing on this one because we don't actually have 4x of the mythics on War of the Spark. So let's see if we can't pick up some packs or a mythic or two to fill up our 4x of this set. It's tough, actually, to, if what you're doing is filling in the last few mythics, is given that the most you're going to win is 1 pack or 2 packs, you're basically looking at 2 packs worth of, 1 or 2 packs worth of shots at a rare mythic plus whatever we open, which is actually not that many shots. So I'm not expecting us necessarily to tick up our mythics. This is why they're so hard to complete. But we are going to do that. What else was I going to say? Oh, we've been on a heater. I was looking at our numbers. Of the last 11 drafts that I have completed on air, we have max won 8 of them. We're 8 for 11 of our last 11 on-air finishes for max wins, and one of the 3 that wasn't a max win was a 4-2 in traditional. So we've been really crazy crushing it, which is variance, just the happy kind of variance, and I got to remember that, because honestly, if I look back at my mentality of the last 10 days or whatever, it's been like, yeah, this is what should happen. The only thing wrong with it is those 2 days where I didn't max win, So it's hard to get my mind to accept any kind of losing as acceptable, but I have to recognize that we've been on the crazy side of variance in terms of clearly getting good draws. But I'm because also, I've not been playing perfectly. Y'all have heard me criticize my own play recently as well. So it just goes to show sometimes some good draws, some good luck can help you through some suboptimal play times. So I'll take it, but it kind of feels like, yeah, we're homering our way through with 7 wins while making suboptimal plays here and there. And it's not been disastrous, but just a lot of little leaks and little stumbles that I would like to correct. And if you want to correct your Magic card buying, you're going to have to jump into the cardkingdom.com website, which you can find through my affiliate panels down below. Card Kingdom is my sponsor. You see them, their logo pops up in the corner. They have sponsored my they first sponsored my content in 2009, and I took a break from content, went to Wizards, and when I came back out, they're like, we want to sponsor you again because you're making content again. And I really appreciate their loyalty to me as a content creator, and they have my loyalty as a consumer. It's not the only place that I shop. You should always shop the market when you're talking about Magic stuff. It's so expensive, you really want to keep tabs on that. But they win my business so often that other places now have to beat the price on Card Kingdom significantly before I will bother, because first, they're in my neighborhood. I get to walk down and just go pick up the cards, but also it's just I'm so happy with knowing that I'm going to get what I paid for and what I'm expecting, that I place a high premium on that. And Card Kingdom delivers so completely that they are my #1 store. And that's not just me pitching my sponsor, but me telling you my personal opinion. One more time off the top? No, it's always one time. The rule of one time, Fluffy, is that at any time you declare a one time, you have never had a one time come through. That's just how it works. It's always pleading for your first and only one time. That's how that works. The heater's been in both, Stratic. You can look at my recent results in the spreadsheet, but it's basically been a split of M20 and Eldraine, and we've basically been crushing it on both angles. Hey, German, what's up? Good time zone to you. Are you in Germany? I love the internationalness of streaming. I love that I love the good time zone philosophy. understanding and being aware of the fact that we have viewers all around the globe. Who knows what time zone they're watching from. I had to explain, not everybody understands 1 times, Fluffy. You got to understand. Not everybody gets it. All right. Nice. All right. We're chatting. Let's draft. Let's see what we got. War of the Spark. Ravnica at War would be a pure gem grab. Is it worth it? What's the opportunity cost of this gem grab? We have, wow, almost nothing. Toll of the Invasion is good. Aven Eternal is good. Bloom Hulk is good. Everything else is so whatever. So I'm gonna be a gem drafter here. This is pretty easy, really. That like I'd be taking Aven Eternal. I wouldn't mind an Aven Eternal, but this is not worth more than 20 gems of expectation, given the fact that we don't even know if we're blue. Hulk is great. Aven Eternal is great. And Toll is great. I think these 3 cards are well above replacement. But we don't know if we're in these colors, and even if we were, I'm not sure these 1-for-1s, well, this is kind of a 2-for-1, whatever. I'm not sure these value cards are I don't think they're worth more than 20 gems. So I don't love Zhang. He's not like, yeah, if you put Zhang, I wish I was better at pronunciation. I have Chinese relatives, but Yang. Anyway, Zhang Yangyu, Wildcrafter. I'll call him Wildcrafter. The Wildcrafter here, I don't think is better than Bloom Hulk. Doesn't protect himself, and sometimes just isn't doing enough. I don't want to call him Jimmy unless he says that's cool. So anyway, we're going to take gems. Let's find Paradise Druid is everywhere in Standard. Basically feels like every deck is running 4 of these right now. Could be our pick here too. It's a very strong pick. Green's okay. Nothing else much going on. Nahiri's okay. Not great. Bond of Insight. I don't like this early. I think you can make Bond work, but I would rather take a solid Paradise Druid. Also, ramping out Planeswalkers is big game. You can, Planeswalkers are delicate cards to balance, as you see. Like Oko at 4 mana people wouldn't be up in arms, right? It's just the fact that you can go 1-drop Mana Accelerator, Oko turn 2 that is so oppressive, right? So if they'd put another, anyway, my point is, ramp in a Planeswalker set means you can get things on a broken curve. Get Planeswalkers out on a broken curve. So I'm going to take the Paradise Druid. There's nothing else here really competing for it anyway. This is fine, but not the pick here. Interesting. So we got a tap for any color green card, and then Leyline Prowler 3rd, which is a tap for anything green-black card. I've been less happy. Also, it's been a while since I played the format. I remember not loving green-black splash by the end, but I don't think we can ignore this. This is a great start into that strategy. And Kiora is a ramper and a fixer. It's untap target permanent, so you could untap your Druid or your Prowler to accelerate with them as well. I don't love Kiora in the abstract, but again, there's really not much going on here. We could take Crunchy, but Crunch might wheel. I think we take Kiora and understand that we've opened on 3 base green ramp/fixing cards. Obviously, Kiora can't fix on her own, but she helps extra fix. Robert, I just didn't win with it as much as I thought I would. I don't know. We could go back and look at my numbers in the format, but it feels like green-black ultimately ended up underperforming in terms of results. But maybe it's also, like I said, it's been a while.
Something truly spectacular.
This is also technically ramp, and it's also crushing in constructed, but I don't think it's what we want in limited. We could take a geode. I would rather have a geode for more ramp splash than grazer. But again, I think I will take it. I mean, we could take Honor the God Pharaoh. We are looking to be black with Leyline Prowler, so we could also take Aid the Fallen, figuring that we're probably going to splash some Planeswalker action and stuff. We can get Geodes later. This is not super important. This is the good stuff. So yeah, these have been overall pretty weak packs. We're going to take Aid the Fallen under the hope that we get some more sweet Planeswalkers, because that's kind of what we want to do, is splash the powerful stuff we get from here. But pick 5 Aid still feels early. Like this does not feel like it's going great, honestly, in terms of card quality. But we're ending up with decent stuff. And here we can take a Snare Spinner that fits in just fine. I like a Snare Spinner with this type of deck because we're going to try and protect. We're going to try to play this on 2, play a ramp spell, and then like play a 5-mana Planeswalker on 4 and protect it. You know, that's the kind of dream here. Of course, we need to find some other tools before the dream can be realized. We can take another Snare Spinner on that philosophy, but this might be the time for your first Tithebreaker. If we don't find super awesome places to go with our ramp, Tithebearer, early Tithebearer does not suck. I don't like Ghost Form. Ostensibly, like, I was enamored with it at first when I first saw it, because like, oh, you would throw it on your Planeswalker the turn you were going to minus it to death, right? But first, a lot of the Planeswalkers in the set naturally minus to 1 loyalty, so putting that on it doesn't mean you just get to minus your Planeswalker and get it back. And at the end of the day, even if you do that, you are 1 for 1. You know, it's a card. You're spending a card to do it, so it's got a lot of build around. Anyway, we're gonna take the Giant. We gotta work towards what are we ramping towards here, and this is a solid answer. I do not like this card in general, but if we want to be a ramp deck, this is definitely a decent ramp target. If we get on the play and play this on like turn 4 somehow, that they're gonna lose. So I'm gonna take this on spec that we might. If we can get some, I want one more 2 or 3 mana ramp. Well, we have 3. That's pretty good. I think this is a good play in this deck that we've got going so far. Here's our opening pack wheeled. There was nothing in it to begin with. There's not going to be anything in it now. If we end up ramping to a bunch of, if there's big creatures, we end up a bunch of big creatures. Maybe we run this, I guess, but we're not doing this. Right? We're not doing this. Although this effect worked for us in M20, it's a MV, but we're not doing the token go wide thing. So yeah, I'm gonna take Bond. Don't know about this, but if we get lucky in another Paradise Druid, doing this on turn 3 also doesn't suck. I mean, we'd run it right now, so I'll put it in the main, but we're gonna try and cut that. We hope to not play that. Same with the flying and this is kind of unplayable. I guess maybe we'd run a forced landing if we were out of playables. We can take a Manticore. We can ramp into a lot of stuff here. Triggers Kiora. That's one thing to keep in mind here. We want power 4 creatures, and these are both power 4. Oh yeah, no trample on that one. Good point. Very weak packs, but I like where we're at given weak packs. So let's see what we can. We have such good fixing so far that I'm ready to. Oh well, we don't even need fixing for her. Holy moly, folks! Let me click this before I misclick.
Your corpse will volunteer.
Hello. What was I saying? Like, wow. Now I forgot to look whether or not we have 4 of her or not. We take another Kiora for that rampant thing. It's probably worth it. Maybe we wheel a Finisher. Finisher's nice too. But I'm going to call Kiora ramp, and we go ahead and take it. Yeah, Finisher, Despark, and Kiora are really the picks here. Or, you know, we could talk about a Ceratok. It does trigger Kiora. I think we might even wheel it though. I think I want another Kiora. We're gonna go in on, because we take Kiora, we have four cards in our 40 card deck that come out before come out by 3 to ramp us to 5. And I think that's great. Yeah, D-Spark, I'm pretty down on D-Spark. 4 or greater, you don't always get something that you really want to get with this. I'm going to go with Kiora. It's right on plan. And I'm a little down on D-Spark. Not that I wouldn't play it if I had it. I play it whenever it's appropriate color-wise and I have the access to it, but I don't prioritize it highly in that spot. Here's a pretty easy finisher. We could Grizzly at some point, but we'll try and wheel that. Bleeding Edge ended up not being as good as it looked to me at first, because you really do need to find something with 2 toughness you want to kill, and at that point you're playing a pretty oppressive 1 black to do it. It does produce a 2-for-1, and we'll probably take it over this Spark Reaper. There's a Firemind Vessel that could contribute to our ramp plan. I mean, we could really take... This is a 4-drop, though, so at this point, I'd kind of be hoping to get one of our others to drop this on 3. Although we don't have the ability to... The only thing that helps us drop this on 3 is a Paradise Druid. So, I don't think this is the pick. I think we take Bleeding Edge. Yeah, Bleeding Edge gives us some early game interaction as we find our ramp. Just exploring it because it is technically kind of what we're doing. But yeah, I'd much rather have, here we go, like a Centaur Nurturer. We could even take a Thunder Drake because we're going to need to actually cast stuff. But I'll go with Nurturer again. I think Nurturer fits. Yeah, Vessel is a nice Kiora combo in that you untap and get extra ramp. But it almost, like, again, where are we ramping to? Like, we have some good stuff, but Kiora double tapping the artifact doesn't... I don't know where that gets us. I don't know where we're soaring to in that case. But I'm going to take Nurture here over the Thunder Drake. But eventually we got to start taking some Thunder Drakey type stuff to win this game. But I'm totally down with another statue, and we just make this a crazy weird ramp statue deck. Yeah, another aid, but I'm in. Going statue all the way. Vampire Opportunist could be a way this deck kind of wins. 7 mana, like a mana sink for all this ramp is actually pretty good. Spark Reaper is also fine. Let's look at our curve. But see, we're okay at 3. I'm going to take the 2-drop here over the Spark Reaper. I think Spark Reaper is a little better than the abstract, but with what our deck needs in terms of what roles filled, I think we needed the 2-drop filled. Yeah, Skulker solid as well, but that was a 2-drop. On-color 2-drop appealed to me more in that spot. We could ramp to a Primordial Worm, but I think we can risk trying to pick up stuff like this in future packs, although we got to ramp to something. Although we do have double statue now. Like, we do have a lot of ramp targets. Usually, I've had statue played against me many times, and normally it's too late and is bad. Sometimes it's been good. I remember there was one viewer who really liked this card, and whenever it was good against us, maybe it was even like Vaporkin or something, but like when it was good, it was like, ugh, so oppressive. But it wasn't. It was rare. It was rarely good. So we're talking Shriek Driver or another 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We already have 5 6-drops that we would very much be happy to play. Like, this is just so replaceable. I'd rather have the Romanticore, I think. So we're going to pass on this and just take a Shriek Diver. Take another Skulker. It's true, we could also take a Skulker as a mana sink. Yeah, Weird is also... What are we getting back with Weird? Let's check the Weird. Right now, we're not doing much with Weird. We get Bleeding Edge, Aid the Fallen, but we'd hope to find something more to do with that. Yeah, we might not play both, but I think we can risk it. Keep in mind we have 4 ramp spells already. Prowler, Paradise Druid, 2 Kioras. Oh, 5. Yeah, and this ramps 4 to 6. So we have 5 cards that ramp us to statue on 5. So I do want to, even though you're correct that it is bad to draw 2, I do want to increase our chances of drawing 1. Weird aid. Yeah, we can do the weird aid loop. All right, I'll do weird on spec. And here we go. Here's here's another operative. I mean, not another. Here's another 2-drop. Yeah. Again, this is a fine 6 to be ramping to, but we need to survive to ramp to stuff. So I'm going to get another 2. Here's a stalker we can spec on. Not doing any of these. Not doing any of these. Happily take another 2. All right, I think we're looking great now. We're at 19 cards. I would play literally all of these if I had to. I mean, we don't have much for the weird yet, but we presume we'll find some things that make that a little better. Don't love the Skulker because it's a 5-mana creature that doesn't trigger Kiora. So that's, I would like to replace the Skulker, even though it is a mana sink. We have double Kiora, so I really want to pay attention to that as well. I don't think they're undervaluing it. I don't think it's a very valuable card. It's fine, right? But it's not a priority in any stretch. You got it, mama. Obviously. Let me know if I miss anything down there. Here we're going to take easy Sarkhan. This is what I'm talking about. Even though it's double red, we're totally playing Sarkhan. That's why I'm happy to have all this fixing. Basically, Kiora plus any of our other fixers produces double red. And then any 2. We'll continue to look for fixing, but I'm going to be super greed here, and we're going to take Sarkhan and play him. Double red is tough currently. We're going to get one more Paradise Druid or Leyline Prowler or some other... we're going to wheel a Prismite. You know, we'll wheel a Prismite and run it. Like, we're doing it. We're going to be so greedy.
Feel the heat of my flames!
And even Angrath, that's on-color Planeswalker stuff. We could take Skylord. This is an interesting pick. Only way we can ramp... meaningfully into Angrath is currently with Paradise Druid. But Skylord is totally playable. It just, again, is a 3/3. It doesn't trigger our Kioras. But at 5 mana, it's a nice ramp into. Like, we have Prowler and 2 Kioras that ramp into Skylord to turn early. I think I will pull this. Close? Is it close at all with Obnix or no? What are we talking about? Why Obnix? Where am I seeing? I don't know what you're talking about. So let's pull this. Yeah, Bloom Hulk is going to be solid in this deck with these Planeswalkers we've got. So I'll go Skylord. Oh, last pick. I didn't see it. If what did we take? I might have been blinded. Was I super psyched about something last pack? I might have just snapped something without thinking much. Pull 20. We're going to go Skylord. Chaos for the Planeswalker and Bloom. I think those are the possibilities here. Oh, Sarkhan. Yeah. I was never not taking Sarkhan, so I didn't even really look elsewhere. Nobody's interested in the Skylord. Seems to be coming down to Bloom Hulk versus Angrath. Very close, very close. Very interesting. There was no Skylord pick, only Bloom Hulk and Angrath. Yeah, I'm down. We'll take the captain. I like this Planeswalker heaviness. We'll find more fixing. I feel it. I feel it. We're gonna wheel Prismites if nothing else. This is a crappy pack. We don't want this. It's a 3-mana Planeswalker, but it doesn't do anything for us. Another weird. Yeah, I guess we just take the Reaper. We're doing enough on 2s now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could just take another 2, though. Nothing wrong with another Opportunist to set up, because we really want to drop creatures ahead of our Planeswalkers. That's one of the things I kind of took away from this format by the end. Creatures on 2 are so valuable, both for pressuring their Planeswalkers and for protecting yours. But this could be finally a place to take Reaper. I'm with you. This might even wheel. No Reaper memes. Flux Channeler. I don't know if we're doing enough here. Death Sprout. We'll just take Death Sprout and run a single mountain. I don't think we need to run. We're not going to run this. I don't think we're running the Skulker. And right now, we're not running the Weird. Right now, I'd run a Jund. You know, make it mainly Jund with a Death Sprout for the mountain. Geode is interesting too, but Death Sprout's great. Maybe Croc here. We can do the Proliferate thing. Or the Dam Breaker. Dam Breaker and Croc both trigger the Kioras, but Croc doesn't need, you know, I mean, our fixing is going to be fine for single color. The reason why I want to put a mountain in the deck is because of Sarkhan. We wouldn't need an island to play the Dam Breaker. So if we thought the Dam Breaker were an upgrade to like Tidebearer, Manticore, or one of the statues, then I think you could justify that here. We also are pretty low on 5s, though, and we do have the Kiora into. So I think given Kiora into, we're going to take Croc and maybe play... Yeah, Dam Breaker. Should I pull this one? I'm pretty torn. But Prowler and Kiora ramp from 3 to 5, and Kiora specifically ramps to 5, and this would draw a card. It'd be kind of weak. Maybe it's not strong enough. All right, I'll take Dam Breaker. We can decide on our 6s. Croc had that appeal of being a 5-drop to ramp into, but probably just not good enough. We could do an Unlikely Aid. It's not a bad trick. Tends to, you know, trade for a creature in combat. But Stinger kind of does that. We just take Stinger, yeah. I don't know if we... Oh, Band Together is fine. For you know, we wouldn't mind another Aid given this loop, but I'd rather take a Band Together. That's fine. Jay's gonna be in chat whenever he shows up, and Jay's gonna be on air after we finish this here draft. Here's another 5-drop that I just don't think measures up to what we want to be doing, especially with these 24. I think the cards we have are already better. So I'm gonna put this in the board. That Bond of Revival might not be unplayable in our deck given the big stuff we have to reanimate, but I still don't like it. It's still 5 mana. Like, hooray, we spent 5 mana to get a 6-drop back. Like, we saved a mana. You know, it just... If reanimation isn't saving you a bunch, then it's just a high setup cost creature. Yeah, Vault Progress is a fair comment, but I don't put too much priority on that. Like here, I would rather take Unlikely Aid, Courage in Crisis, or Silverwing as even remotely possible playables we decide we need over advancing our Vault a tiny bit. So for here, I want a Courage. Probably just want a Courage. I don't know if we run it, but I think it's the best spell here. All right, the Prismite and the Opportunist came back around. Probably would rather have a Prismite, second Prismite than a second Opportunist. So we'll take Prismite. And, oh, we got the Croc to consider anyway. And now, let's see, we have We already have 4x, but I think we can go craft. But that's right. I'm just trying to. Crafting is for accounts that aren't trying to 4x, really. Going and crafting up to 4x. We just want to actually 4x, so we don't need to craft. We're just advanced towards 4x Liliana if we don't already have it. 40 gems on the grind today. That's always my reminder to go make an entry in my spreadsheet, because especially I forget these little gem grind totals and then have to come back and check my own videos to find them. So trying to be better about maintaining my record live. We are ranked, we are draft, we are war, we are going to be green, black, red, blue, no white in this deck. We have paid gold, no gems. And there we go. All right, thank you. So let me show you, I'll get you, for those wondering what I'm up to, you can check my spreadsheet where I track all these results. Definitely streaming Monday and Tuesday. Definitely not streaming Wednesday and Thursday, and probably streaming Friday. That's the current status. All right, we got 5 cuts to make here. 16-12 current split. So we want to try and find some. I think we don't need 2 prismites, but we still might run the 1. I think it's worth it. No lunchbox spreadsheet yet. Sorry. Yeah, I think we can cut the dam breaker too. I agree. I mean, it does proliferate planeswalkers. Don't forget that. But yeah, maybe. Are you sure? Yeah, planeswalkers are real. Let's cut the croc though. We didn't like that as the pick when we were considering it. Maybe we can cut the courage. Probably cut dam breaker or courage. But I like the ramp targets. We have a lot of ramp support, so I'm going to cut the courage. Do we want to? You want to cut one of these? Yeah, I think breaker is probably better than manticore. I think Mike is right on that. Like, we could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6-mana ramp targets plus a nice mana sink, or maybe not a nice mana sink, a mana sink. I want to run both statues for science. I think ramping into a statue on the play especially is actually going to be game winning, and that's my theory. And my theory is that the risk of statue flood, like having 2 statues in the early game, will be mitigated by the benefit of increasing the likelihood of ramping into a turn 4 or turn 5 statue. We can't cut 2x operative. As I said, we're already at 13 creatures, and I really think they are vital to surviving early rush decks to make it to our power. So I'm not going to make that change. I'm not cutting any more creatures. So that reduces my options quite a bit. I could actually cut a land here. It can seem crazy to suggest cutting a land out of a ramp deck with this many 6s, but the reason you would do that is that effectively you have Paradise Druid is mana, Leyline Prowler is mana, and Kiora is mana effectively at 3. And kind of your rule of thumb is you can play 16 if you can operate at 3 mana. And given we have 4 targets to... Again, I would rather cut a land than cut a Kiora. Oh yeah, we haven't even fixed the land yet. The question is, how many are we running? I think I'm going to try 16. We're going to go to 1 mountain. We're going to go to 0 islands and boom, boom. And then extra forest for, well, I guess maybe we need the extra swamp. Is that enough forest though? if we're running a mountain. Maybe we can't do that if we're gonna... Oh, sorry, here, let me get into a different viewpoint for you. I'll go to deck building. And I can also do it from this view. This also is a better way to look at things anyway. And we're really looking at these options up here. Oh, we're running Sarkon. I'm not running Sarkon. This is too, like, I'm being science greedy. I really want to see how this ramp stuff pays off, if it pays off. Yeah, if the statues didn't stack, I would cut one, but if we do drop two, like, that's the thing. If we get some, quote, statue flood, but we also have the ramp to cast them both, they're just done for. But if you drop this after they've already created a board presence, you feel pretty silly, which is why mostly people don't play this card, but we're going to give it a try. Oh, they're legendary. That's a good point. Maybe that's a reason to cut one. Never mind. Never mind. If we cut one, I still kind of almost want to bring back a Manticore in that case. But if we play one on time, we probably win. All right, look, I'm going to start Manticore, but I bet we hit spots where we really wish this Manticore were a statue. You want Courage back in? I liked getting the extra creature. But, well, okay, that's fine. I'll try Courage. Courage, you know, Proliferate is good. That's why we're running Dambreaker. Sorry, this is best of one. Let me update this stuff, too. I know we're in deck building, so you can't even see, but I'm still updating. All right, that's set now. Ongrath and Sarkon do make creatures. It's true. Let's see. All right, we're going to call this... I don't want to use the word ramp. That's too obvious. What's the Wreck-It Ralph's contra the hero of that game? Fix It Felix or something? I like that. We'll call this Paradise Druid Felix. You can definitely do a par poll if you want. None of our ramp, really, except the Nurturer, but we'll keep this. This stuff is too good to toss it back. And we do get to do ramp to these on 5, you know. That's not nothing if we can get one more land. Here's your par poll. What do you think if we played this deck 1,000,000 times? If we played this event out 1,000,000 times, what would our average number of wins be? Oh, hello. Sorry, sitting on me. Sorry, Oppo. Sorry, chat. I'm playing. Or maybe we just switched. Anyway. All right, there's some extra land. Now we have our Nurturer on 4. Unfortunately, no 2. We put in a lot of 2s. trying to... Yeah, I would love a laptop Reaver in this deck. All right, that's an interesting option for next turn. We're going to go ahead and play a value-free finisher. We got a lot to do in the upcoming turns, and finisher's not going to do much for quite a while, so let's go ahead and play her on curve. Well, we have a Death Sprout, but I'm not sure we have a creature we want to use the Death Sprout on. However, ramp... Well, we still need a land draw to ramp successfully to 6 anyway. Let's go with the Nurture. And none of these block the finisher. I would accept finisher for any 2 of those creatures, so... yeah, we could just Death Sprout the flyer if we thought, but let's start on Nurture, because we can end up going, especially if they double block here. I kind of want them to trade, because it reduces the number of creatures they have on board for Liliana. And, you know, if we Lily next turn and plus, it doesn't matter that Sky Theater can hit her once or whatever. I think it won't be that much of a problem, Krauser, if we... Huh. Let's see what else they've got. Could also just open on Tidebearer. Let's see, we Kiora... Death Sprout puts it in tapped. But I guess we just kill their flyer with Death Sprout and set up for this next turn. Go fetch us a Mountain in case we draw Sarkhan. Yeah, you could play Kiora too, that would be fine. I'm going to attack. If they want to trade in, cash in the Reaver, that's fine. I over-roasted my coffee this time. Coffee tastes a little Starbucksy.
I see great potential in you. Prove yourself. Hone your control.
Kasmina is nice. What are we going to do here? We can Tidebearer to pressure Kasmina. If we Lily, what are we doing? We Lily, and if we minus... they've only got ground creatures. Let's Lily and plus. What are they going to do with this board position? I guess it does tap Lily, so the only thing we get is a 2/2. Yeah, given that, I'm going to wait a turn. We could also Kiora first. Yeah, I think I like Kiora first here ahead of Tidebearer. We can kind of wait on Lily. Although we don't want to get told. That would be awful. If we Lily and plus, she goes to 7. They don't even have the attacks. Attack with Nurture first and then untap it. Yeah, if we did that, we could do that. Mike likes Kiora and a 2/2. Well, all right, let's go. Let's see if we can make him... By attacking Kasmina, we cost them a creature no matter what.
Will be consequences.
And then we can do Kiora. Untap the Nurture and just play, I guess, an Operative, since what we're looking to do here is potentially trade. And this is actually a fine place to sink some mana in a few turns. What I don't like about this is exposing Liliana to toll risk against black. And now there's possible counter magic to worry about as well. So we're going to start on Tithebreaker. See if Tithebreaker resolves. Tidebearer, excuse me. Let's see if this resolves. And there's a pause, and they have no onboard. They have no onboard activations, so they do have something going on up here at instant speed that we need to be considering. I corrected myself. You're lucky I can string a coherent thought together. I can't always. So let's plus, or, untap and get out another 2. Or we can just untap. Yeah, we'll untap and get out another 2.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Prismite's more expendable, but we don't need to put any of them into blocking risk when we have others, when we have Operative and Tidebearer. So I actually decided to put this out because we may activate it soon. Although, yeah, you can put Prismite out. It doesn't matter too much. I don't think these aren't the key of this game. Let's just say that. And Dusk Mantle Operative, I'm gonna send at Kasmina. They don't know we have Lily coming again. I'm happy to have them trade off some creatures ahead of Lily. Although, of course, if we wait until Lily and trade off, we draw cards when that happens. But I like being able to minus Lily and just clear their board. Oh, of course, they're going to get Reaver back. So it's pretty hard to minus Lily and clear their board when Kaya's Ghost form is on the Reaver. Makes it less awesome. Well, there we go. They used some removal on that big boy. Someone was suggesting cutting a Kiora, and this is one reason why. Kiora number 2 is basically always going to be a dead draw. And let's see, though. We can go 4 or 5. Yeah, we can Lily, Prismite, and minus. Or we can just Lily plus. What about Lily plus?
Let us march into battle and make new comrades.
I mean, what are they going to do about Lily plus?
Effective.
And I should have worked out my attacks first. I'm going to send in Nurturer at Kasmina. And then we'll untap the Nurturer. That's actually good for us, because since they still have their army, they don't get a third creature.
One drop ripples and grows.
Bleeding Edge, you say? Don't even really need it. I'm more inclined to Prismite minus an attack than worry about a Bleeding Edge right here. We're going to sack Prismite and our token. Yeah, we'll Courage here.
Anyway. I'll find a use for you.
Ooh, well, let's Sarkon instead.
Do you worst.
And we'll Dragon.
To me.
You can make an argument for just plussing Sarkon and attacking with our 2 Planeswalkers, but we'll just attack with them all next turn with the dragon. That was my thinking there. Oh, I should have untapped the nurture and attack. That's too bad. And do we care about this? Nah, we'll go for face. You got it. Couldn't be happier to see that. I think we're okay, folks. Hang on. I know it's touch and go here, but if we just really focus, I think we have a shot at this one.
Nature flows with vigor.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
To the skies.
I don't know. I am just going to convert this into a standard deck, yeah. Oh, I'm not even in the right view. I'm doing it from up here. You can't see my layout. Let's go to here. It's my Card Kingdom logo. Thanks, Card Kingdom. Remember to, if you shop at Card Kingdom, if you do so from my affiliate link down below in the panels, it's really helpful to this stream. It's a way you can help support what I'm doing here. Thanks, Card Kingdom. Oh yeah, I was going to update my record. It's like, what am I doing over here? Record. None of our great stuff here, but we got the tools. I like it. We'll keep. Go with the operative first. -2/-2, make a 2/2. What are they? You gonna kill my operative? Bleeding Edge? Nothing from Oppo on 2 or 3. I'm always suspicious of nothing on 3, and a fistful makes me think there could be a no escape going on here. Fortunately, our creatures that we're going to play this turn, Spinner or Prismite, are no big deal. So, question is, let's see, is there anything that's going to flash and kill, flash and eat? Is there a flash and eat worry about operative? I don't think so, so I'm going to wait till after combat to cast a creature. Because if I was concerned about something, I would play one of these to draw it out. But yeah, with Dark Death Sprout able to cast with what we've got going on, let's put the Prismite at risk here. Oppo in the tank or in the bathroom, one of the two. If they're in the tank in the bathroom, that's a whole different thing. Wall of Runes is not impressive in the slightest. But God Pharaoh's statue on 5 is pretty impressive, so I think I'm going to try and Death Sprout this Wall of Runes, and Yeah, we could hold it up. I guess it's an instant, right? Maybe they play something better. Good call. We'll wait and see what they do next turn. Also, if they are sitting on a counter, it makes them wait until their next turn. We don't give them anything to counter during our turn. Mike wants Swing All Spider. I guess we don't have the other land we need, so we need to draw a land off the top to be able to God Pharaoh's statue next turn. But Mike, I'm that greedy. We're not going to play the Spider. We're going to... Because also, who cares if we play the Spider? Like, it represents 1 point of damage if we're on the attack. It represents nothing on defense, and instead we get to Death Sprout a reasonable creature here, and possibly... I know we're not guaranteed, but this is a stream. We're going for it, Mike. I mean... I can't imagine the Magic gods not rewarding me for actually having a deck to run this card. So we're going to Death Sprout, and we're absolutely going to draw a land and play it because, as you all know, I'm never punished. This one's for you, Mike. They got some room to maneuver, though. There's 6 lands with only a 2-mana tax, so they can play their 4 drops. Feels great, Wujo. Now, let's sit down sometime and let me tell you about all the places in my life where I am unlucky. It's a long list, and I'd really like to tell it to you one by one in excruciating detail. Like, I'm so unlucky. Just... Because now I have Liliana into open mana. That's not very lucky. Well, we got Aid the Fallen, so go ahead and let's give him a chance to counter Lily. No, Oppo, you're not going to lose to someone playing Statue. You're going to lose to someone playing Lily.
Great minions, loyal and silent.
Oh, Escape Exiles. We risked it. We got there. Didn't we play Into Possible Escape before? I think we kind of learned that they didn't have it anyway.
Smelly, but effective.
There are straight up, you know, kill removal spells or kill planeswalker spells in the set, so they might just untap and despark, you know, spark whatever Lily, play a land. They, you know, the 5 mana. If they play a land, they can play the 5 mana kill Lily spell. But now, if they kill Lily, we should be able to aid her back. I don't know what exile planeswalker cards there are. Yeah, D-Spark, which we passed and I bagged on, so it would be kind of funny if D-Spark got our Lily. I bet they would scoop before we even get to Ultimate Lily. Maybe they would make us do it. No, they got a good walker of their own.
Here goes nothing.
But we can, let's see, if we sacrifice 2 creatures, that's not good enough. Let's go ahead and attack. We'll Courage and Crisis. Let's plus here.
Rise and shine.
And I'm going to Courage here to create enough to hit Teferi. Well, let's see. I guess they just block the 3, so maybe that doesn't, or they block the 4, but then it kills it. No, so it makes a 4 power creature, which is not unreasonable, but it does put Lily to ultimate levels, so that's interesting as well. We could just giant, but then I don't, if they bounce, that's kind of annoying. But yeah, maybe I'm overthinking. Let me just play the big boy. All right, well, let me start with an attack. Well, if we swing all after a courage, right? That's why I was considering the courage, but the thing is they could just block the thing we couraged with the wall. So if I had been able to guarantee Teferi at 2 loyalty or less, I think I would have done the courage play, but I couldn't find a way to for sure get Teferi down. So we can also do, one thing that happens here is Oppo thinks that we are 2 turns away from ultimating Lily. We can courage and ultimate Lily next turn, kind of surprising Oppo that way. Not even sure that's what we want to do. We might just want to keep Lily out. Like we can keep her for another turn, and we get to ultimate Lily and still keep her. That's the big one. And yes, now we do have Tithe Bearer making courage better. If we ultimate Lily, we win. Probably, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I guess with Statue and Ultimated Lily, we win. All right, fine. We'll Ultimate Lily for the style points. An excellent point about Aid of the Fallen. We can Ultimate Lily, lose her, and just get her right back anyway. So, once again, we're just like, how do we want to win this game, basically? I was just being paranoid about losing a Planeswalker, but we don't need to be paranoid because we have Aid the Fallen. I mean, there you go. Like, even that doesn't worry me. Oppo, playing Wall of Runes should worry you. Let's see, we're gonna... Do we have creatures in there? No creature in there yet, but we'll just go ahead and get Lily back. So we get Lily back. That's 4, 5, 6 total mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess we can ban it. Let's go. Bleeding Edge. Yeah, we can't do Bleeding Edge and kill it. So I like ban and attack. Ban together and attack. Yep. Might even. Can we kill him if we do this though? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, we can get him. Yeah, then this kind of kills him. So we could do boom, 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 and then courage and win, right? Does courage get us there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How can we get 3 points of damage? Courage is only 2, but then this is 3, right? So we get there. Oh, whoops. Never mind. I was thinking we had multiple green. Sorry. We'll just have to wait a turn. Edge, but we have to edge ourselves. Like, that's the thing. We needed to edge on their turn, or else it doesn't get us anywhere, because we're minusing our own stuff. If I had edged before, if I had gone edge, the right play there was Bleeding Edge into Courage to then, Ban. If we did Bleeding Edge into Ban, we would have won. No, or do we have an army? If we didn't have an army, that wouldn't have worked either, because the army would not have had hate. I was thinking we had an army, but those were not army tokens; those were just Lily tokens. So never mind. I don't think we had a clean lethal on that turn. If I'm wrong, I'm curious. I've kind of gone through all of these iterations and could not quite find 3 damage on that turn. Not that it mattered. They were in a no-win situation, but you know, you like to deny draw steps if you can. This is super awkward for our deck, and I think I'm going to mulligan it. Not what we're looking for out of an opener. That is better, but we probably can't keep the Sarkon in this case, which is too bad. Because if, man, show me any mountain or any of our many fixers in the top handful of cards. Maybe we do keep that. Like, well, we're going to keep the 6. Are we greedy enough for keep Sarkon? Maybe we just ditch a Dusk Mantle and keep Sarkon. Yeah, I'm going to keep Sarkon. I'm going to be super greed. We have a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and if we have so many things that make red mana in the deck, I don't think it is, quote, too greedy, because we have the 1, we have this one, and we need to draw stuff anyway. And our deck is built to cast things like Sarkon. See, I'm never punished. Will you all just learn that I'm never punished? So far away from Sarkon, says Fenor. How about turn 4 Sarkon? Is that far away? Is that far away, Fenor? Is there any green, black, on the ground haste? There's that flyer, right? But I don't think we need to untap the mantle, the operative. It doesn't do anything for us. Now what we need is an always emote, a never emote, and a punished emote, right? We gotta be able to mix and match. Greed is Good is on my short list of clips to introduce. I do plan on more stream work this weekend. Hopefully we'll have some more improvements. I really want to get that soundboard going. The meme clips, the video clips are great, but if I just get a good soundboard going, I can quintuple the amount of humorous, you know, meme-style interactions just through audio only.
Make a splash.
I fight with a dragon's rage.
We're going dragon to start, and then we'll send in for 12 in the air next turn. Jeez. Yes, we will, because we even have the Death Sprout to take care of this Ceratok. I could have, there was no counter risk. I could have waited till their shields were, yeah. Sarkon's so far away. So far away, Fenor. All right. Remind me of my evil little chuckle here the next time I'm putting my head on my desk because we've drawn our 14th land or whatever. Yeah, I think it was, Shattuck. We had 5 or 6 outs to cast Sarkhan. 5 or 6 outs to cast Sarkhan. We're going to keep, and you know, we're keeping this and similar thinking. I mean, this is just an obvious keep, but I'm just saying, my point is we're keeping this and we are not actually that far away from Sarkhan. We have many, many outs to quick Sarkhan. No 2, though. That's too bad. Let's see. We would have to be very lucky. Now we only have ripping the actual mountain off the top like we did last game to literally turn 5 Sarkhan. So we can instead play a Stinger here, and then... Because the more likely thing is that we play the Stinger, next turn we play Kiora, and if we find a land in our next 2 draws, then we get to turn 5 Liliana or Kiora. All right, so now we are set up. And I'm even going to do this. I'm going to attack with Stinger. I don't think they'll want to trade, but if they do, that's fine. Oh, maybe they do. That's fine.
Krakens, leviathans, octopuses, serpents. Oh, I love them all.
We do not have Kiora or Sarkhan, obviously. We're only on our 2 core colors right now, but we do get Lily. And...
Let's get moving.
we could plus go to 7.
If I were you, I'd just surrender.
I don't know about
right
plus
now.
or minus here. If we minus, we kill the 1 guard, but if we plus, it goes to 7, Lily goes down to 5. If they play another creature, then we get to minus, and we keep Lily. So I think we wait. Yeah, we're going to go plus, right? Because we plus here, Lily gets attacked to 5. They can't really play another creature because we can minus Lily and she still lives. And we get to, if we find any of our fixing, we get this Dam Breaker out pretty soon, and then that helps with the proliferate there. Okay, that's significant.
You'll pay for that.
Let's see. Anything to be done? I guess not. Oppo has managed our Lily for now. We do have an Aid the Fallen. And we get a couple turns here. It's really going to distract them for quite a bit. Yeah, I have to plus. No minus potential here.
This looks like a fun new toy.
I'm going to save the finisher. This is not really an aggro situation. It's like this is going to be a long game, so I'm going to try to use this as removal instead of pressure right now. You want to play out the finisher? Yeah, I'm going to wait on finisher and treat finisher like removal here. We'd only play finisher out if we thought a 3-2 attacker was important on this board, and I don't think that it is. Good job, Oppo. Feels good to take out a Lily, so hopefully we draw our Aid the Fallen and make Oppo sad. But for now, I wouldn't mind just getting some of our fixing. Again, we're just chock full of fixing. We just haven't found literal any of it. Kiora is ramp, not fixing. Yeah, we're gonna swing all. Let's see, what did that happen if it died? Okay, 2 others. Yeah, that's fine. Assuming the guard mage starts coming after Kiora, maybe we do want to play the finisher as an attacker. I'm wondering if our situation has changed here. I still think we're likely to see a big blocker that this will take out. So yeah, I'm going to wait. Mike continues to caution patience. Come on, deck.
You're making me
Little help.
crabby.
I'd even take a Prismite at this point. You can make a Prismite do something. Alright, Paradise Druid is solid. Unfortunately, we're not going to get our... Kiyora's going to die before we can play Sarkon, which is really too bad. But we get the Druid. Let's see, we are attacking with everything, though, so let's start there.
Ocean surges, life thrives.
Yeah, Lily always does work because it used up a lot of opponents' attention and resources. So expensive, but for 6 mana, we got one of their cards. And we prevented a bunch of life, a bunch of damage. That was a good attack from Oppo. We're just gonna assume this block here is good though, and take the 4 for now. We're gonna dam break here. No value other than a 5/6. Oh, we're countered anyway. No escape for the dam breaker. And now we're gonna take a big pounding. Look at that. 5, 10, 12. We're taking 12. Looks like we're gonna take a loss here, folks. We played Lily and we're gonna lose. Good job, Oppo. We've got a good deck to be able to beat. Yeah, we're always punished. Who said I'm never punished? Clearly we're always punished. This is an interesting spot, though. We do get to go band together. We're not dead. Oh, no, we are dead. Even... no, we're not dead. Not dead. Fenor, just too greedy to work.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
I mean, they've got an Abyss, but we're not dead. They're drawing pure gasoline, but we're not dead. Still not dead.
To your record of bad decisions.
Let's see. Do we have hard removal for the 10? I don't know if we have any. Well, let's see. Do we have enough mana? Well, regardless, we're going to cast it. See what's in here. Stinger will do the trick, except for does Dovin affect? Okay, yeah, that works. Oh man. Well, we played some outs. Good job, Oppo. Oh yeah, Fenner? I'm glad you just coughed. I'm glad you stubbed your toe today. Hey Chris, you want to, this is my buddy Chris. He's back up in Seattle. Just got here last night and we got some serious gaming to do, my friend. Wow, not great, but we do have Stinger and Band Together that with Stinger kills anything. And we are halfway to the mana we need for Captain, so I'm going to keep this. All right, deck, give us a Swamp, and then we're in great shape. Swamp is the perfect card off the top. And we've... see? Not whitelisted. Although this Kiora does allow us to cast Angrath. Swamp is a little bit late. A little bit late on the Swamp, but still happy to see you, friend Swamp. Are we stinging? Nah, because we can Kiora or Sting, but we're not really ramping to anything on 5. And we can go Stinger, Angrath, or Band, whatever we feel is most appropriate. We have, like, a couple blue cards. We have, actually, the only mono blue card we have is Dam Breaker. And then we have Sarkon. So we're splashing one blue card and one red card. Everything else is black-green. Interesting. What are the contentious plan? What are we doing next turn? I guess we're Angrath plus and then not attacking, though? Yeah, I'm with Mike. Let's just block. Did he get indestructible? Oh, first strike. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. What are we going to do now in the face of that? Well, I did. I went in red. I didn't know what that card does. I'm definitely playing that. We can Kiora Operative. And then Kiora might take one smack. Did we miss the first strike and block? No, we blocked and they played a combat trick, that's all. Combat tricks happen.
Let's dive right into battle. One drop ripples and grows.
We'll let Kiora take one smack from the light shield. No worries, Robert. I'm just being a little snarky. We could protect, but yeah, no, yeah, just Kiora takes a punch. Wish we had more to do here. I'm not going to draft after this, Deadly. We are going to play some Constructed, though. Our friend Jay Schneider is going to join us with some Historic Artisan decks, and we're going to take on viewers in Historic Artisan later on. Sorry, back to this. We have 5 mana available. We can Prismite. Can't finish this off is the thing. We can play 2 creatures. Yeah, I guess we go Prismite Operative and be willing to potentially triple block? That must mean they're not intending to attack, which is really good for us. Still only 5 mana. We are running 16 because we have a lot of ramp, so there is that. We can now have the power to band together and kill something. They're kind of both the same, and Oppo isn't showing. We can like send in the operative. We can send in an operative, see if we can just finish something. Maybe they'll do that. I think I want to keep the Prismite, or I guess if we find Sarkhan, we're still good. So yeah, we could send in the Prismite and not worry about its mana filtering. We're telegraphing a bit here, but it's okay. We'll either take the 2, or I guess we can band together here. Although, let's go Chaos and then just make another creature.
You're just fuel for the fires.
They didn't seem willing to attack into 6 power last turn, so we can keep it up here. We can even untap the Prismite if we want. But I think we might need the Kiora for the actual ramp coming up. Oh yeah, we only get 2, you're right. I was thinking we could just like pile on with everything we had, but Ban does not get it done. I'm not reading cards. Nobody reads cards around here. This is not a card reading stream. Okay, might have to do some chumping here. See what we want to do. So sad. Man. Thing is, we don't get Dambreaker next turn no matter what. Ongrath being attacked by Light Shield, so yeah, we gotta do that. But if we don't protect Kiora, we are stuck on at most 5 mana next turn. Ugh, feel like we're in another real tough spot. If we draw a land, we can band together Finisher. I think I'm going to do this. Why does Kiora have to take the hit, Mike? We can protect her if we feel like... Because next turn we can go... If we get a land, we get to go... band together, Prismite, the Light Shield, use Finisher to finish off the Light Shield, and make it 2/2 so that we're still on D. So yeah, I'm going to do this with that plan. All right, we got there. Oh, wait, here, I'll cancel. Let's amass, band together.
Your head.
On Light Shield.
Nature flows with vigor.
Everybody telling me to wait. I don't know what you wanted me to wait for, but that's what I chose to do. Are we... Nah, we'll stay back. At least we threatened to triple block and trade here. I'm not sure what line you guys were thinking of. That's what I went with. So now the question... We could also just let Kiora go here. The thing is, if we get any land, we can actually dam break next turn. So... Oh, I ended up doing what you wanted anyway. Sure. With 3 mana, the thing is they're going to take out the Prismite, which is what. So either we're chumping. Yeah, I'm going to chump. I'm chumping. Triple block too risky, but land off the top and we can Dam Breaker if I just chump. All right, not the land we were hoping for, but also not terrible because we can proliferate our Planeswalkers. And we also get double block potential again. Trying to get our Prismite out of range of being the choice for Oppo to kill. And are we double blocking? Yes, Finisher, that's true. We could have made Finisher a 5/4, which I should have done, because then we could single block. That was a mistake. You could even pump me for that. I'm focused on keeping the Prismite alive, but we could have just made this guy block Bulwark alone. So I wish I'd done that. But I didn't. So I'm going to give up Ongrath for the extra creature support here, even though Dam Breaker next turn would keep Ongrath alive. And I am going to keep everything back here. Yeah, I just got a little single-minded. I got single-minded in a way. Well, you can also attack and untap. It's not like Cure is doing anything else. So I will do that at least. Let's get some value out of this. Hope they don't kill it.
To make a splash.
If you wish to surrender, keep an open mind.
Ooh, Contentious Plan gives Narset an extra card, ultimately. But maybe they're going to keep Giant back now that they have a Narset to protect. I'd like to not have to make a decision about blocking the Giant. All right, we didn't have to, and we get the card we wanted.
Let's get moving.
Well, we weren't going to get Narset anyway. I'm not worried about the card. I'm worried about the longer game. Like, in order to... Like, now we can get Narset if we want to give up one of our creatures, which I guess we do. Can't get the Prismite. We'll take either one of those to get Narset. And actually, I guess yeah, because then they eat one. I guess we don't have to send... We can send one at face, but then they just block that. Let's see. Yeah, we can send 5/4 at face. And the 3s at Narset. They can't have bounce with 2 white, right? But they could have, you know, that trick or whatever, but we're going to risk it. I don't... they could have Gideon's Reproach or something like that. But then, if we had to, we could sack the Prismite. Yeah, Gideon's Sacrifice. We'll see. Let's see what they got. Gideon's Triumph. That's what we were talking about. Okay, so Prismite's done its job. It's sad to give up a 5/4 here. Maybe we have... I think we have to, though. Really want to take out Narset. Skulker's good against our deck, especially because we're trying to run these powerful planeswalkers, and it gets through them. So probably losing Kiora here, and now we're in a Stonewall situation with this giant. We'll drop our spider for lack of anything else to do, but we're about to lose our ability to cast Sarkon, so that's something to keep in mind here. And then also we're on this clock of just like, this can't be blocked and we can't attack through a 3/6, so that would be a kind of a crappy way to lose this game too. But we'll see what we can pull off here. Obviously got lots of quality outs. Yeah, Lily for the -4 is our dream. Swamp is our nightmare. I don't think it's undervalued though. When do you like? What do you mean undervalued, Robert? I see it played semi-regularly, and it seems appropriate to be a semi-regular, but it's not. It's an embarrassing card if you don't have the time or need to activate. Like 3/5 for 5 is below par, you know. Man, kind of waiting to die now. Lily would still be great. More land is not going to be great. I don't care. If we lose this one, I'm still winning 7 games with this deck. This deck is great. Come on, deck. Oh, come on, deck. What a joke. Come on. We had a million outs for the last 3 turns. Now we got nothing. Toast. I'll go mute that from my VOD. Actually, I should make a note of that. Where is this? This is game 5. I think I've let like 3 F-bombs slip in a year. There's one of them. Love a bleeding edge that can kill nothing. Let's move on. I was always on the naughty list. Really? Yeah, I know. Bleeding Edge is not a great card when it comes down to it, but it's not bad on like 3. Like, it does its job as an early game card, but it is not a late game card. All right, 3-0 to 3-2. No. Come on. Now I'm just Hulk smash mode. Let's crush. Although, yes, I mean, we could have some bad luck and bomb out at 3-3 with what looks like a great deck, but I'll try to keep my salt to appropriately humorous levels. It's the only draft we're doing today, but we're going to play some constructed after this. None of our bombs, but a totally keepable hand. Has Linda's opinion of me changed forever? Hi, Linda. I'm still the sweetheart you always know and love. Surely I've dropped many F-bombs in front of your mom by now. Chimichanga Pants' mom, Linda, is like, was my backup mom growing up. Hi, backup mom. Hope you're doing great. All right, Operative holds off their start. We need some more land here, but if we find some black or our one mountain, we'll have a nice little curve out. Yeah, there's our mountain. All right. For this turn, though, we're not going to Courage, so we're just going to drop one of our 2s. Continue the standoff here. That's interesting. If we attack with an Operative, we almost for certainly get something with the finisher if we want. But I think I'd rather go Angrath plus and hold tight. Or sorry, minus. When I say plus, I mean I was thinking plus in the sense of adding a 2/2 to the board. And then we'll do no attacks. And if we draw a land, we have a lot of options next turn between Courage and Crisis, Finisher, and mainly these two. These give us a lot of play next turn. Yeah, Courage looks great next turn. We get to throw it on an Operative, and we get a 4/4 Operative, a 3/3 Army, and an extra minus on Angrath. So actually the army then goes up to 5/5 or whatever.
Oh, they're so cute.
Planeswalker standoff of sorts. Angrath's menace here is interesting because we could just attack like Tibalt first, and literally Tibalt has to go to 1, and we could then finish. And if they double block, it's reasonable. Yeah, I think we just go all in at Tibalt. We kill Tibalt and make another 2/2. Or we make our army a 4/4, depending on how Oppo blocks. We might have a tapped 4/4 army, Mike, but if they go for if they block the army, then we'll make a fresh army. See ya, Tron. Having a lovely holiday. We'll catch you next time you're around. Yeah, if they don't give us an army token, we get to block. And I guess since we're going to use our finisher on Tibalt, we're going to accept a dead... What's blocking here? A dead Operative. Yeah, we're trading here. Yeah, this is fine. Not ideal, but it's fine. It's going to be quite the bloodbath here, though.
Give me all you've got.
I didn't talk about the choice between Army and Reaver, which one to kill, but I went with the Reaver. And I'm going to hold off on Angrath because we have the defense, and if we Courage, we get Angrath survives, so we're going to wait. Yeah, maybe Tibalt at 1 didn't matter. I don't know. Maybe that was all we needed to do, and I should have killed one of these. That's a reasonable point, Mike. It's possible I should have finished something else. I was just in kill Planeswalkers on sight mentality, but Mike points out that Tibalt really wasn't doing much at 1. But they're in proliferate colors, Mike. I think it's fine to I wouldn't call it a punt. It was a questionable choice, but it's hard to say that taking out a Planeswalker for good is is specifically incorrect given proliferate in the set. Yeah, that's another use of it. Happy to trade Opportunist here to keep Angrath alive. And Opportunist slightly better for me here than trading than the Finisher. There's more late game application for the Opportunist, but we do have an Aid the Fallen. If we decide this is how we win the game, we'll get it back later that way. All right, so Kiora allows us to Courage and put it back on Kiora. So let's do this.
I hope you don't mind if I take my octopus. The ocean surges, life thrives.
Smith 3. We can now defend Angrath with a minus. And send in the Finisher. Start trying to get some work done here. Next turn, Tithebearer for a 4/5 that draws us a card if Kiora survives. Kiora is likely to survive here. They would need to have Planeswalker removal and decide that Kiora was worth it. Or they toll us, and we don't get that play. That's too bad. Toll's a good card, though. And we're still solid on board. Hey, look, Bleeding Edge is going to do something, everybody. We could do this on the Visionary after combat, but we have Menace, so they're not going to double block. Let's just take out the army and happily make a 4/4 here. And we'll untap the Defender, keep Angrath alive. The Menace is valuable right now.
Ripples and grows.
Oppo agrees. We may get finished here as well. Finisher finishing a finisher, but I think it's worth it given our keeping the Menace going.
Nature flows with vigor.
Hello, Nicole. I guess we're losing this event after all. Who knew? All right, well, talking about my good luck and good fortune the last week plus here, and almost okay, never mind. And we're still there. We still have good fortune. Can we just use Lily to kill somehow? And does this even help? So Bolas +1s, and we give him a land, so that's fine. I guess we Lillian plus then, just seeing if it was worth it to minus.
My army will envelop this world.
But I don't think it is, right? We minus, they would sacrifice this, and then we're not threatening anything for next turn. Oh, that's true, but we couldn't. I mean, we can't not play Lily, right? So they get a creature, but then if they do that, we can minus Lily to good effect too.
To find in war.
But if they make a zombie in minus, we are in a situation where we're still facing Lily versus Nickel, which is like facing Lily plus Nickel. Some not land would be nice. I know we draw a card off the minus. It's not that impressive, though. And then they get to plus again. All right, we got a minus, though. I don't think there's anything else to do. Hope to find a good one.
Back to shambles. Waste want not.
Yeah, we could have attacked first and it wouldn't have mattered, but dang it. Flooding out to end this event early, maybe? Yikes. I hope Jay's around. Come on! I personally deserve better than this. I personally am entitled to more from life than this result.
So generous.
I cannot believe we're only 3-3ing with this deck. And look at that. Come on. All right, we've been very lucky, Ryan. Get a hold of yourself. We're only gonna go 3-3 with this insano deck. And that's the way Magic goes sometimes. That's all right. I've gone 7 wins with some decks that really didn't feel like they deserved it. So, you know, it's just like, that's just how it goes. It's what Magic does to us. This is the game we play.
My schemes are never ending.
Unbelievable, though. Last second nickel for the save.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
Thank you, Foil King. Appreciate that. No, I don't think we did anything on God Pharaoh's statue. All right. Super sad. Ugh. No, we're going to see if Jay's around. Jay, are you here yet? If not, I'm going to check my email, see if he sent me any decks. Oh, here's what we'll do. I do have another deck we can finish. Another draft we can finish.
Sun in the sky, brine on my skin. I love to make a splash.
I do kind of want to chuck my monitor right now, though. One of my better 3-3 decks in a long time, for sure. This was a chef's kiss deck, I thought. We got lucky with the second pack, though. Maybe we'll get lucky and find one of those mythics we need. Well, it's not a Chef's Kiss deck. It was a Chef's Kiss deck because that deck is gone for good. Hey, Mythic, cool. Little consolation prize here. And an extra 20 on the grind. We are 4x'd on rares on this set, so that's what we got. Gems there. I'll add to the gem grind. Put the paltry 3-3 in my results. And what's the gem prize on 3-3? What do we get for that? We got 300. Blah. Although we paid gold to do it, so also not bad on that front. And what did we call it? We called it Fix It Felix. All right, I'm already over it. That was fun. And we had that very sweet Sarkon game. Worth it for the Sarkon lulz alone. Yeah, it was quite a flavor win on that last game between commencing the end game between Liliana and Nicol Bolas. But the wrong Planeswalker won. I believe in the story it didn't go that way.